start. Okay. So good morning again. This is Rhoda Elmi coming to you live from Saskatchewan. I was just talking about Saskatchewan. It's always cold and now it started already. So my name is Rhoda Elmi and I'm in Saskatchewan, Canada, and I'm your host of the month. And before we get started, I would like to introduce you about our Daniela Ferreira. She's our sales development manager and she's our Saturday trainee. Many of you know her, but maybe there are some new folks on the call today. So I would like to give you a little bit of intro about her and how awesome she is. So Daniela is our is direct sales coach first, public speaker and design marketing and specialist. And she's our sales development manager. She takes care of everything that we normally do here. She has more than 14 years of experience in direct sales. And her experience laid the groundwork of what she does now in Opulence Global, which is basically creating strategies that give advisors in the company real workarounds for selling the products, Opulence Global products, under Opulence Global, not just developing their own line. And that's what normally Danny and her team does. So Danny's team will help each advisor develop their own skills to expand on their presentation to their own clients. That's what she does every Saturday to educate us so we can take this back to our clients. Daniela graduated in Mexico City with a degree in fine arts and graphic design. Before joining Opulence Global in 2016, Dani worked with few direct sales companies and she has received many recognitions for income earning, for her work that as a graphic designer, for the work that she has done in these magazines for these companies. When Dani joined Opulence Global, she quickly rose the ranks after finding synergy with her love for fashion and beauty. Many of you seen Dani wearing all her fashion stuff, like all the fancy stuff in every session and every other video that you might watch. And her expertise in sales strategies and business philosophies of senior Phoebe Sinas-Holman, which many of you know. Daniela donates her time, skills, and resources to the Light Your Life charity, helping to create summer camp opportunities for kids to help young entrepreneurs achieve their dreams, which is an amazing thing, because when you have something and you give back to the community, you feel that you're helping someone. So that without further ado, I give you Dani. Dani is an awesome person. I've been doing hosting with her for almost, I think, a month and a half. And I've learned so much from her, her energy, her like enthusiasm, all that. She's given all the knowledge that she has to us so that we can take it back to our clients. So without further ado, I give you Dani. Dani, take it away. Give us all that information and updates you have. And this is awesome session.
Good morning, good evening, everyone. Like Rhoda was saying, I always give you my 100%. You know the upline pledge that says if someone gives you the 100%, you give them their 200%. And you know, for me, Saturday morning is the day that I get your energy back so I can keep on going, because you know, it's all about our energy, our enthusiasm, the excitement. I truly believe that our business has 90% to do with attitude, 10% with the knowledge, but because there is a lot of great information to share on Saturday morning, we give with excitement that 10% of knowledge. And remember that slowly, the more you learn, the more confidence you're going to get, whether it's your products, whether it's your business opportunity, whether it's, you know, resources that we have for customers, partners all around the world. And of course, things that I want to share with you. So today we're going to divide it in three sections, because it's going to be a little bit of different training because we have a lot to cover. But I also find that the more new people is joining our company, we are in massive momentum. So I want to welcome every single one of you to our amazing Saturday morning training. At the same time, you know, lots of things are happening. We had an amazing week. We had actually a fireside chat this past week with one of our amazing leaders, Ronan Trifon, which he's actually living in Thailand right now. Actually, he's been stuck in Thailand. So we had a phenomenal call this past week. You know, amazing thing, like without knowing that exact day, you know, we had the newest rank advancement in the company. It's actually, since the launch of Opulence, the first lifestyle director in the company, you probably already know. So let's use this platform as well to give some love, excitement, and of course, congratulations to Ifra Hassan for achieving lifestyle director 4 this past week. OMG, it was actually Tuesday, the 9th. I am so excited. Like, show her some love. I'm sure Ifra is here. You know, these are the things that we can't stop recognizing. You know, it's not only about achieving LD1, it's not only about achieving LD2. Then you build a massive momentum because you need the volume to achieve LD3. Not only there, you're not coming there by yourself. You are coming there together with your team. You see, one time I heard a story. It's actually from a Mexican lady. She always does this type of, like, I'm always listening to positive material, things that will keep us on track to where we want to go. And she's sharing her experience when she walked in and she climbed the Everest. You probably can find these amazing videos on YouTube as well. And she said, how would you feel, you know, by the time you are, you know, all the way in the top, if you get there alone? Who would be there to cheer with you together? So you don't want to go to the top by yourself. Actually, you can go to the top by yourself. So that's the amazing part of our compensation plan, that when we were, you know, doing the meats and potatoes of creating this, we wanted it to make sure that people will not make it to the top by themselves. And it's all about you helping others achieve what they want, so you would get what you want. So congratulations, Ifra, from my heart to yours. It's been a fantastic journey. You know, I remember from day one, you know, I love to see, you know, the butterfly we would turn into. You know, when you come into Opulence, you are in your little cocoon, you're just learning, you're like slowly getting to know the system. How do I do this? How do I do that? You know, I remember back in the day, like, Ifra was not like, she was not excited, just, you know, oh, I want to become LD1 and LD2. No, she was just enjoying the journey, talking about the business, sharing the opportunities. She was doing all the right things. I remember her red ribbon cutting event where she actually, you know, launched her business and shared it with the, you know, community. It was just, it's been a journey. It's been a process. And, you know, 2.5 years later, boom, you know, here she goes as a lifestyle director in the company, max cap out on a weekly commission. Like, it's just amazing. And it's not only about the money. And I know Ifra is going to have her times to share, and you know, with all of you to inspire. Of course, we're going to have a fireside chat with her as well. But anyways, I am excited to see, you know, every single one of you. Today is going to be a phenomenal presentation as well, because I am going to do actually one of the latest news that I'm going to be giving you. It's updates in regard to our exons, because probably you forgot that we have exons in the company due to regulations and government things that we don't get into it on a regular basis. But I thought, you know what, let's send out a notice. Let's let our team partners know as a reminder. And the third thing is we are going to have a phenomenal app update. Have you been using our app? Whoa. I'm telling you, it is going to be, if it's not yet, the newest way to build your business. So I have come up with some ideas on some of the new dialogues that you can start building with people. And it entices with today's training to be the first 30-day business planning session. I know a lot of people get to the point where they're like, okay, I know everything about my business. I don't need to be on, or I don't want to be, you know, repeating the same training. Maybe this is probably, Rhoda, your second training with me on this topic. And I'm going to tell you, every time you show up on a training, you will learn something else. You will learn something new. Why? Not because I'm saying something different. It could be that, yes, we had some updates this past month, for example, in the packages, and you will see those little updates there. But not only that, you are actually in a different state of mind that you were a month ago. But if this is your first business planning session, then you are eager, you are hungry, you want to hear everything, and you are not going to catch it all. You see, I always remember one time when, you know, our CEO got into the call and he was excited, like, Danny, I wanted it to be here with you. Actually, Rhoda was hosting. He said, like, don't worry. I know you don't remember what Daniela just said, because you are in front of your computer, you are probably in your living room or your bedroom or in pajamas. You know, it's Saturday morning, Saturday evening for our, you know, partners in Singapore, Philippines, and some other Asian countries. Maybe you are, you know, just coming out of a party, whatever it is, and your mindset is not 100% in the call. Mind you, you're not going to remember 2 hours of Daniela talking, right? So my point to you is that every time we are at a different state of mind. Maybe today you're more receptive about smart buy. Maybe today you're more receptive about upgrades. Maybe today you just want to make it to the next higher level and you're going to learn about PGV. Maybe today you're going to clarify how the preferred partner smart buy status works. So all the time, come with an open mind, come with an open heart to learn something new, to see it from a different perspective, to maybe hear from me different words that are going to sink into you in your business. So having said that, I'm going to start sharing my screen here so that you can see it. One moment. All right. So what do I want to do in my Opulence Global business? I joined today. What do I do? My first 30 days in the business. Now, the reason why we call it the first 30 days is because it's actually chapter number 1 in your prosperity book. But at the same time, we want to make sure that every single one of you is doing this on a constant monthly basis. And it doesn't matter if it's your first 30 days or your first 90 or your first year or your first 8 years in the company. It doesn't really matter as long as you continue to build in the same way. One thing we always say that training, training and what we do in the company, whether it is your product call on Mondays or your forensic training networking, on Tuesdays, or your Saturday morning live training when it comes to business sales and develop your business, whatever it is, it could be your team meetings, it could be your own tours, it could be whatever. Training is part of the system, and systems duplicate, but people don't. Okay, people will copy, people will imitate what you do. Okay, I always say this. So if you tell your team that every Monday at 8 p.m. you got to be on a product call and that's what you do to build your business, guess what? Your team is going to join the product call. If you tell people, okay, in our business, all we got to do is share the app with people to show them how can they have, a drop shipping business, that's exactly what people will do. People will copy and imitate what you do and what you say. There's a saying in English that says, monkey do. It's exactly like that. Your team, your members, your VIP shoppers that will turn into partners, they will do exactly what you do. Okay? So when you teach them on the system, training becomes a part of the system. People don't duplicate, but systems duplicate. That's why it doesn't matter where you go in the world. If you get into a McDonald's, you can always order a Big Mac because the Big Macs are done through a system. Okay? It doesn't matter who or what person does the Big Mac. What is duplicatable is the system. So what I'm teaching you today is that system that you would follow. So the first thing you need to know is when you are in your business, make sure you are on a smart buy selection. That's only if you choose to have products delivered to your doorstep month after month after month. Okay, so you select your smart buy. If you haven't done so, all you have to do is go into your back office, under the dashboard, go to the shopping section on the left, select your smart buy, choose the products that you would want us to deliver to your doorsteps month after month after month, based on the date that you join. Okay? So when you select the smart buy, you are actually not purchasing anything. It's just a pre-order that the software will run on your specific date. Okay, and your date is different than the rest of the people because your date is based on the time that you launch your business. So the day that you launch your business, let's say if you join your business today becomes your anniversary date. That means that every year on September the 12th, you're going to have to pay your renewal. But 7 days prior to the 12th, which in this case will be which day? The 5th of the month, more or less, right? Your smart buy is going to run. So you have 7 days window to your monthly, okay? All you have to do is choose products that you would like to be delivered to your home every month for either your personal consumption, or it could be a little bit of inventory if you want to carry a little bit of cash and carry products. I believe that for me, the smart buy is my personal usage of products. It could be my 2 bottles of Fountain of Life, with my toothpaste, with my shampoo, with my cleanser, whatever it is that you are going to use that month, you select into the smart buy. But you have, as an entrepreneur, the freedom and the flexibility to do with your business whatever you want. So we are the actually only company in the world that allows you not to have product, okay, physical product in your hands every month if you don't want to, and you can save the money in shopping credits to redeem at a future time. So let's say this month you're going to be traveling, or you're not going to be home, or no one is going to be there to pick up your product. All you have to do is, instead of selecting a Smart Buy products, you're going to select shopping credits. You save that money, and the next month you come and redeem it. Or a lot of people, what they do is they save in shopping credits all year long, choose and redeem whenever they like, or maybe it could be like in months like last month, where we come up with crazy build assist promotions, and we have, you know, crazy amazing sales in the fashion, and then all of a sudden you redeem the money you have saved for an amazing promotion when it comes to fashion. Because I don't know if you noticed, but now for promotions, for example, when it comes to fashion, you can actually use your shopping credits. And I absolutely love that, because with those shopping credits that you've been saving, you can also have access to amazing deals, okay? So what happens is that every month when you are generating the minimum requirement of your business is $150 in personal volume, okay? What does personal volume means? It means the amount of money in Lifestyle Advisor Canadian pricing that you pay every month in products. And now the reason why I want to stretch this is because we get bombarded with questions, emails, support tickets. And sometimes people who are not on these trainings might, you know, leave these little details on the table, and it creates confusion. Every single product in your website has a PV value. That PV value is basically the Lifestyle Advisor pricing for a Canadian account. But let's say you live in Singapore or Philippines or Kenya or St. Lucia or anywhere in the world, and you have a specific zone pricing based on the cost of the product to be delivered to your door in that country. So because we have a zone pricing attached to it, maybe what someone pays in the Philippines is not exactly what someone pays in Canada. In Canada, we also pay taxes. So depending on your country is the amount of money that you have to pay for a product. But that product has a PV value all around the world. So it is fair for everybody, and everybody has to basically purchase or buy the same amount of money. It doesn't matter how much it costs to the company to deliver that product in that country, you pay this, or you receive the same value, okay? So if you wanna see what's the value for each product, what you can do is under every product, okay, when you select a product, it tells you the price, and then in the bottom, it tells you the PV value and the CV value if you were to pay for that product today. Okay, so if you are, just to make sure, if you are redeeming the shopping credits that you already have from before, that is not generating any new PV, okay? The PV is generated when you pay. So if every month you have a business, you open up a business, you have this amazing $1 million platform that allows you to drop ship products around the world, promote your products through your app, through your website, through Zoom calls, however you want, through a logbook, through, you know, person to person, so many different ways that you can promote your business. And every month, all you have to do is consume or purchase or buy, you know, a minimum of $150 in products. Of course, that if you are selling products, the $150 becomes irrelevant, because you are actually wanting to have more profits. That's like your rent, okay? $150, but guess what? You do get that value back in products, okay? So it's like an investment in products as well. After 3 months that we see you are consistent and committed to your 150 minimum requirement of personal volume, you get an extra 10% discount in your product. So that means that if an item was $100, now it's gonna be $90 for you. So that extra 10% discount will remain in your shop as long as you generate $150 in personal volume every calendar month, okay? And I'm gonna do a little bit of a pause here, Rhoda, because I know a lot of people get very confused between the Smart Buy and the PV qualifications. People tend to combine promotions, and every single promotion is separate than the other, okay? If you are PV qualified, that means, and you can see it under your Smart Buy page, that means that you have already bought $150 between, you know, your shopping credit date of last month and this shopping credit date. Okay, so let's say today is the 12th. So between August the 12th and September the 12th, you already purchased 150. That means you are PV qualified. But if that money came into the company in the month of, let's say, August, then you will not be qualified for September. So you have to generate, that's why it says here, generate 150, okay, fully processed every month. So just because you are PV qualified and you don't want to receive the smart buy because you are already PV qualified, if you don't generate your 150 for the month, you will lose your 10%. The 10% is separate than the PV qualifications. And a lot of people think, oh, I am already PV qualified, then I don't have to buy anything. And then the next month they don't have the 10% discount and they go, why is my 10% discount not there? Well, that's because you didn't buy 150 in September. Okay, so I hope this gives you a little bit of clarification. Rhoda, if you want to check the Q&A, I see the chat popping up. If there is questions about Smart Buy or preferred partner status before I move on.
Excuse me, there are no questions on the Q&A. Let me check the chat. I don't see anything in the chat though about the about the 150 Smart Buy. So you can continue.
Awesome. I love that. That means little by little, we get to learn the system, how it works, and how we select our smart buy. A lot of people choose, you know, shopping credits on top of product. Okay. Make sure the requirement is only to qualify you for PV and to make sure that you are an active shop. You don't necessarily have to order 150. You can order as much as you want. A lot of people think that the product is not related to the shopping credit, so they order product and on top of that they add $150 in shopping credits, and on top of that they have a backup subscription of $150. So sometimes is not a normal thing to see. So when I come across these accounts, I know, you know, the customer deserves a call. So we give them a call, we clarify for them, we make sure that, you know, they have the right explanation of the program, how the program works. And of course that helps them to see, oh, okay, no, I don't need that, delete this or add this or whatever. Remember, the cancellation of your smart buy has to be done through a support ticket. We need to have email and written consent that you want to cancel it. That's why you cannot cancel, but you can edit it. Okay, you can change it every single month to whatever you want, as long as your minimum 150 is covered. Now, remember, there is two important sections in your smart buy. One is number 7 that says, yes, process my smart buy, even if I am PV qualified. That means that you do want to have your 150 of that month to continue to receive your 150. If you click no, that means that if you bought something for more than 150 between your shopping credit day of last month and this month you don't buy it, you will lose your 10% discount. That's why I always suggest to put yes. Or if you are aware of the dates. The only reason why we give you that option is because a lot of people are busy. They might forget when were they supposed to order. But as long as within the calendar month, from September 1st to September the 30th, you purchase a minimum of 150, that will help you continue be qualified, okay, for the smart buy discount. That has nothing to do with your PV qualifications. Okay, there's two separate things. Some people try to combine them, and it's very easy to combine them, but don't get confused. And the number 2 thing is, please adjust my smart buy with shopping credits if needed to be PV qualified. That means that if you are on smart buy and you needed a little bit of a different portion, because now you have a 10% discount, let's say you were at 150 and now you have the 10% discount, your products are going to be 135 and you will not be PV qualified. And the third thing I wanted to clarify here is you have to make sure you know that if you are, for example, in Philippines or Singapore or in any international country, and let's say you are paying zone pricing, the zone pricing is not calculated in the PV, okay? So even if your smart buy is $180, you might not be PV qualified with that order. You have to check that whatever you are ordering will cover the $150 in personal volume. Okay, that's why for a lot of people, it's easier to just order shopping credits and then redeem at your own pace whenever you want to do that. Okay, Your step number 2 is you have to make sure you are a lifestyle advisor, and you can do it in 3 ways. Number 1, you can just become a lifestyle advisor by buying the package. As you know, we just recently changed the package and remove the Posh Captive shampoo and conditioner just temporarily, and we are giving you the same value of the product in shopping credits, which is great because you can redeem for any products or wait to redeem for shampoo and conditioner at a later date as well. This is just a temporary change, but you know, the intention of the lifestyle advisor is of course to always have the best value for your dollar, because it also gives you 47,000 Opulence points, which is $470 in value of fashion items that you can redeem for free. Is given to you so that you can actually experience those items that I truly believe, like Rhoda was saying, once you see the products and they come to your door and you experience the quality, you see it, it's just absolutely phenomenal. You want to make sure that you tap into those products as well. So when you are doing a presentation, people look at you and they say, oh, that's nice. It's something, an addition that I can have, you know, with my business and my drop shipping business. So it's amazing. The step number 2 is that you can upgrade. So you can start as a retailer or as a promoter and buy the next package. So the retailer difference is paid in basically in money, like whatever difference is between one package and the other. And you also receive the difference in products, okay? Obviously only temporary. You will receive a little bit of a difference in shopping credits because we are not sending the Posh Captive set, okay? And I wanted to remind you that this is basically the products that you will receive with those upgrades. So if you're upgrading from retailer to promoter, for example, you will receive the difference in products that you normally receive from retailer to LA and from lifestyle promoter to lifestyle advisor. Only right now from this shampoo and conditioner is being given to you in shopping credits, so you can save those credits after to redeem for shampoo and conditioner as well. And option number 3 is that you can upgrade progressively, okay? That means that slowly, if you decide from day 1, I wanna do this business, I'm gonna build a team, I wanna grow, with the activity that your first generation do, you can generate personal group volume. And the personal group volume is going to allow you to rank, advance, and grow in the company to achieve lifestyle advisor status. If you're a retailer and you generate $400 in personal group volume, you become a lifestyle promoter. And if you generate $600 in personal group volume, more, you become a lifestyle advisor. Now, how does people generate the PGV? I created this little accordion for you. Is everything your first generation do in CV value. Whatever your first generation buys, whatever they sell, whatever they launch, and whatever they upgrade. It is the activity that they do, not you. It's not about you doing. What you do in the business is personal volume. That's what you buy. But what your team members in the first generation do, what they buy, what they sell, what they launch, and what they upgrade in CV value will count for PGV. Okay? So personal group volume is basically if you bring an advisor and that advisor buys 2 family packs, okay? The purchase of the family packs, when they pay cash, not redemption, when they pay cash, it generates volume. That CV counts for your personal group volume, okay? If you bring an advisor and that advisor brings another advisor, that launch of that new advisor, it's what that person is doing, generates $500 in personal group volume. That goes to you as well. So here's just an idea of what your team could be doing on a daily basis that is generating personal group volume for you. Now, along the way in your career, as you grow on LD1, LD2, LD3, LD4, as you grow, the PGV value, it's very important because this shows me that your first generation, that means you are actively building a team and that first generation team is working, okay? That means you're not sitting and relying on others to work for you, okay? So PGV is very important because along the way, you are required to have PGV in order to qualify, okay? Whether it's volume, whether it's LD1, LD2, LD3, LD4, and so on and so forth. So if you look in your prosperity book in the compensation plan section, you will see, or when we do comp plan training, you will see that the PGV value, it's always added. It's an important part of your day-to-day activity, so that I can see that you and your team is building together. Okay, so everything they buy, everything they sell, everything they launch, and everything they upgrade counts in CV value towards your personal group volume. Okay, is there any questions on how to become a lifestyle advisor, Rhoda?
There are other questions about the smart buy. So 2 questions here actually. Fabrina says, can I check both option 7 and option 8 when you're choosing your smart buy subscription?
Yeah, option 7 and option 10. Yeah, both are important, but they relate to each account. So you can have both if you do want, like, it depends on what you want. Okay, that's why it's just giving you the freedom. Number 7 says, process my smart buy even if I am PV qualified. That means that PV qualified, it was from if your date is to date, like from August the 12th to September the 12th. Am I PV qualified in this section? Yes, but that has nothing to do with 10% smart buy discount. A smart buy discount is I have to generate 150 in September. So if you bought 150 on August the 12th, have I bought something in September? No, right? So if I didn't buy anything in September, I will lose my discount. So you have to continue to generate 150 every month to have the smart buy discount. And sometimes people confuse because they want to do either the smart buy or the discount. And because they see they are PV qualified, they don't buy. So if they don't buy in that calendar month, they lose the discount, okay? So always say yes. I always suggest to put yes, because if you forget about it, all of a sudden you forgot that you were supposed to buy. Now you are in a pinch because you can lose your volume. Now you lose your 10% discount, and then next month you're going to be very upset because you have to start all over again. Okay. So just make sure that's why I wanted everybody to have that flexibility. Now, if you don't want it, you don't want to think about it, just a lot of people are on 150 backup subscription. Don't worry about the smart buy. They just have this backup subscription. They order whenever they want. The smart buy backup subscription is going to run, and they have their 150 every month. So it's up to you. Okay. But if you are PV qualified and you said no, then the software is not going to run it, and you're not going to generate the PV for that calendar month. So just be careful to when you are ordering, okay? And then the next one, the number 8 that says, adjust my smart buy with shopping credits to be PV qualified. That means that if your smart buy order is less than 150 PV, the software will adjust it. So if you're missing $15 in shopping credits, it will just charge you the $15 difference. But I would always say, because a lot of people are not relying on the minimum 150, a lot of people are ordering more, that had become a little bit irrelevant, but it's there as an option. Okay, so I always say adjust it. But I think now we have a section where if you edit it and it's less than the 150, will prevent you from doing it. So for example, I know Febronia is who asked. Febronia is in Kenya. So Kenya's, for example, just so that everybody knows and for your general knowledge, Kenya pays 70% in VAT and duties. Okay, so it's included in the price. It's like people in Norway. Okay, they pay 52%. People in United Kingdom, 40%. People in Philippines, 40%. People in Singapore, you know, all of these countries have different values. So instead of you remembering every value, you just go to your website, check the PV value for that product, and do your own calculation. Okay, I think it's just a lot easier than trying to explain everyone why is it more expensive here than more cheaper there. You see, that money goes to the transportation of your goods and to provide you full service shipping, period. That has nothing to do with the value of the product, okay? Your product remains the same price and the same cost across the globe, so everybody should get the same value, okay? It's in fairness to everyone. So I hope this answers the question. Anybody else?
Yeah, there's another question from Christy. She said, I bought Smart Buy with Opulence currency, but it wasn't run. Can you explain? Like,
so if you, okay, sometimes if you do not have the entire value, okay, let's say your Smart Buy is 150 and you have 149 Opulence currency, it will not run, okay? Sometimes the software can get into those little bit, it is a condition. So if there is a condition that if you don't have enough to cover, it will not run. So what you got to do is just right away, if you know your Smart Buy is going to run tonight, just go to your website, check the PV value for that product, and do your own calculation. Okay, you should be receiving your email that says your order is being generated, right? You receive your email right away, automated. If you don't receive the email, check your back office next day. You should be looking at your back office every day. So if you don't see that the order went through and is not payment approved, that means something happened. Call the company right away, send us a WhatsApp message, say my smart buy with Opulence currency didn't run. That's why we give you 7 days window, because if you don't do it within your month, your volume is gonna flush, okay? We wanna make sure that that doesn't happen. So just make sure you do that within the time frame so you have enough time to recover in case something like that happens. And make sure that you see Opulence currency, you can use it for everything. So it will cover your shipping, it has to cover your taxes, it has to cover, you know, the minimum value of the product. So just make sure that you do have enough Opulence currency to use towards the smart buy. Okay, and if it's still giving you issues, send us a support ticket and then we will create an incident report with our IT team. Next question.
There's another question in the Q&A. So if a lifestyle advisor launched today, will not they get the Posh shampoo combo? So they're wondering if about LA.
Exactly. They will not receive the Posh shampoo and conditioner. They will receive shopping credits, which is $50 value. So they will receive it in shopping credits.
Yeah. Another question from Amelia. Is there a date in the month that which you have to purchase to meet your PV requirement?
Yes, the date is in your back office and it's 7 days prior to your anniversary date. So if you started on the 12th, your date is always going to be the 5th, for example. Okay, the 5th of every month, that's going to be your date. And you can find that in your dashboard. In your dashboard, left menu at the bottom, it says your shopping credit date is, and it gives you a number of the month. That's going to be the date that the software is going to qualify you. Okay, so the software checks every night at midnight the people who's qualifying on that day. Okay, so sometimes people call, oh my God, why it says I'm not qualified? Because in your date, when the software checks for you for the past 30 days, you were not qualified. Okay?
Okay. Corliss is saying, if Daniela said if you buy family back, if you redeem family back, you don't get volume.
Correct. If they are redeeming, you don't get personal volume. Okay, personal volume is what I am purchasing. So if I am going now, let's say I have $1,000 in shopping credits and I redeem $1,000 in fashion, that doesn't count for my personal volume of this month because I'm not spending money. Okay. PV is what you buy. I'm just redeeming. Redemption is not a purchase. You are just redeeming. Remember, when you're buying shopping credits, we pay the volume on the purchase. So if you buy $150, it generates how much? 45 CV, right? When I buy 150 shopping credit, it pushes up to the binary 45 CV. But if I am redeeming those shopping credits, I don't get personal volume on that because I am redeeming. Now, there is a difference between personal volume and commissionable volume. CV you get on family pack because it's fountain of life. So if you're using shopping credits, the push-up is 30%, but because fountain of life is 60, we pay you the other 30. Okay, so you will receive CV when they purchase the product. If it's fountain of life, only the 30% remaining. But if it's flawless or fashion, there is no push-up in the binary anymore because you got it when they bought the shopping credit. Okay. I hope this explains the question.
Yeah, last question in the chat. If I bought more than 150 every month, what did I get?
Yeah, that's same thing. It's just it doesn't, you can buy as much, you know, $10,000 every month, no problem. It's just that the minimum is 150. You will still be like, if you are doing the minimum, which is 150, after 3 months, you get an extra 10% discount. So you can buy as much as you want. There is no limit. Obviously, the more you buy, the more money you make because you're just making more profits on the sales, right? But there's like the benefit is just for the minimum requirement. There's no maximum.
Yeah, that's all. You continue.
Awesome. Okay. Now, you can also upgrade with your personal volume again, because if you decide to join as a lifestyle promoter, if you generate $1,350 in personal volume within your first 90 days in the business, you will upgrade to lifestyle advisor for free. Okay. And in here, we also added, for example, how do you generate the PV? It's with your personal product purchase, with your personal shopping credit purchase. And the PV is calculated again in Canadian lifestyle advisor pricing, and you can see that value under every single product, okay? Now, step number 3 is I have to become a master of my prints and links, understand my 3 most important brochures, my cards, the material that I need to promote my products, and understand that what I want to use and what I want to have on hand is the material I need to promote my business. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, but if you are placing bigger orders, we're also wanting with the fashion blitz that we had. It was a phenomenal promotion. People took a lot of advantage of it, beautiful purses, shoes, jewelry, all of that fashion aspect, which is the products that people love. And it shows us that people really like our items, and they just, it's like having Christmas in advance. So a lot of people are now saving for the holidays because holidays are coming. And always remember, October, November, and December, starting from September, mid-September, now that, children are going back to school, is the second blitz that people do the business. So this is the perfect timing for you. And I'm going to be starting to giving you some different strategies, because every year I like to stretch on this. This is the most massive part of your business that you do not want to miss, because holidays are coming. People are looking for extra cash. People are looking to make extra money. And this is a perfect opportunity for either sell your products or the business opportunity, okay? Get to know us, get to know where we are, get to know your platforms, follow us on YouTube, open up the channel, go to Opulence Global channel, take a look at the videos, take some time every day, 5-10 minutes to watch a video, learn from the company. Follow us on social media. You want to make sure you are, tap into Opulence Global page, but be added in Opulence Global family. Opulence Global family is where all the partners around the world are connected. That's where we give you updates, did you know, a little bit of training on a daily basis. So you have to make sure you are tapping into this training to learn, to become better in your business. We have the Forensic Networker, we have a website, Instagram, Facebook. You see, if you want to learn the resources to become a Forensic Networker, you have to tap into this training. And of course, join our trainings on Zoom. We have 3 trainings every week: product training on Mondays, Forensic Networker training on Tuesdays, and business training on Saturdays. Okay, so these are 3 basic calls. Whatever calls you do with your team are obviously to go above and beyond with your team, to grow, to polish those skills that you would like to learn, and of course, to grow your team. Step number 4, meet your My 5 and Ultimate 5. That means you want to get to meet the people that are part of your team. Maybe as a leader, I would encourage you that if you are, for example, sharing the business opportunity with people, create a call. Do a call with those 3 people, with those 5 people. It could be a phone conversation. It could be a Zoom call with those people. So I get to meet you. Let's say if Rhoda is in My 5 and I'm just new in the business, I want to meet her. I want to connect with her. I want to build like and trust with her, because it's in her best interest that I do the business, but it is in my best interest to know who can I get help from. Like if I have a question, who can help me with that question? Okay. I shouldn't be just calling the company and doing my own thing. If somebody shared the business with me, it's because it's in their best intentions to teach me the business, right? So connect with those people, meet those people, have their phone numbers, have a chat with them. What do they do? How do they meet? What's their personality? Why do I want to be doing business with you? You are part of the team and you're going to be welcome. Okay. So always meet the My 5 and the Ultimate 5. You don't have to create chat groups for every single people or for every single person, okay? Because maybe I'm going to share with you why. I think I shared this with you last week. Let's say I am new in the business and I am excited, so I went and shared with my 5 of my best friends. They all joined today. That's your My 5, because I am bringing all these people, and these 5 people get to know each other, and they are their My 5, the person who recruit me, above me, above me, above me. The 5 of them are new. Okay, so that's exactly what's happening in the company today. Your My 5 is not direct upline business partners. Okay, it's not directly related to you, because maybe the person who joined above you started their business yesterday. So when we're looking at my fives, I have to go back and, or actually have to go above the person, at least 2 or 3 people to the first LD1 or someone who has been in the business longer so they can give them the proper information. Because imagine I bring my my 5 best friends, all of a sudden we're all new, we're going to do this together, but everybody's new. Nobody has the proper information to guide us. So you have to go above and continue. That's why we have my 5 and ultimate 5. Okay. Now, step number 5. What's my target? Okay. What's going to be my target for this month? What's going to be my target for my first 6 months? What's going to be my target for my first year? Then you go through the highway and you decide, okay, this is where I'm starting as a LA, done. I'm going to qualify for MGRS. In my first 30 days, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? I become an LD1 because now I'm bringing, new people into the business. Okay? So I am a lifestyle advisor. I qualify for MGRS. Now I'm becoming an LD1. Now I'm helping my team grow. I have 2 LD1s. I become an LD2. We are on fire. Let's build a team and bring more LD1s. Because once I build 2 LD2s and we have enough volume for the entire team, we can become an LD3. So on and so forth. So you can submit your goals and say, when do you want to achieve each step? And before we start in the success process, Rhoda, is there any questions?
There are 2 more questions here. So one's about a smart buy. If my smart buy date was due on the 7th and I purchased it on the 9th for this month, am I qualified? So they did it after 2 months, 2 days after it's due.
Of course. So you are qualified. Okay. Remember, listen to what we say. Okay. Ramin, our CEO, always says you have to be careful with your semantics because what you say means something. You see, every word means a different thing. Am I qualified? Qualified for what? Okay. She made the smart buy, but she bought 2 days after the smart buy was processed. Let's say your credit card declined or do not honor, or the Opulence currency didn't run, or the software didn't do the order, whatever it was, it doesn't matter. That's why you have 7 days. As long as you do it before your next anniversary date, you will prevent from the volume flush. That's why the smart buy is all about. The backup subscription is to make sure that you have generated $150 in personal volume so that you can protect the volume of your entire team. Sometimes people are like, why do I want to be on smart buy? If there is no one in my team, I'm not recruiting, I'm not building, I don't have volume, then it becomes irrelevant. Then maybe they are personal use consumers. They shouldn't have, start the business maybe in the first place, but yet they have the membership, they enjoy the benefits, they want to do it, then the minimum requirement is $150. Now, when people start to see volume there, because the team is working, the other people are building, one day I'm going to build this business, no problem. Then you got to make sure you are on $150 in personal volume because you want to make sure that you don't lose that volume. So you have every month to make that purchase, right? Then you will be PV qualified. But if you want to qualify for the smart buy 10% discount or the extra 10% preferred partner status, you have to buy minimum of $150 in personal volume. Listen to this, $150 in personal volume every calendar month. Okay, so if she got her smart buy done 2 days later for whatever reasons, no problem. She's PV qualified from, whatever it was, if it was the 9th, from August the 9th to September the 9th. Okay. But if the purchase was made in September, that will count for her PV of September. And that is also attached to other qualifications, because if she did the 150 in September, then that qualifies her for the 150 for MGRS, the 150 for car, the 150 required for the smart buy discount. Okay. If it's not on the date, it just as long as it's before the anniversary date, she will be qualified for that particular month. Okay.
Okay. This question is from Melanie and it's about the app. She said, I have trouble finding my website link to forward to potential customers in the app. Is it in there? Like when you open your app, can you find your link basically?
Yeah, so probably in the dashboard it will be added. Remember, the app is not a copy of your website, and this is something I'm going to reiterate when we do the release. And if you have questions, obviously for our IT officer, you will be able to do that. So anything else in regards to the training?
No, that's all.
Awesome. So in my process that I have become an LA, I know my smart buy, I know my prints and links, I am connected through social media. Like I have my basic. By the way, this process that I'm teaching you in 2 hours, you can get it done like quickly, you know, in your first day. The first 3 you can do in your first day. Get to know your material, what it is, read your brochures, go through your lookbook. All of that you can do in the first day, okay? So once you know that, then there is a success process. And this process is part of the system, okay? You need someone to call, something to say, you know, obviously a presentation to do. And from there, you repeat, and you duplicate, okay? So when you need someone to call, is your list. You need to generate a list. You have to write it down. A lot of people don't do it. And I wish that every single one of you on this call have a list. And when I say a list, I mean it. You have to have a book with those names written, pen and paper, not on your phone, not on your computer, not on your mailing list, not in your email. It is a written list. Why it has to be written? Because it's the only way you're going to be able to follow through what you're doing with each person. So we have a memory jogger here for your reference, and it's also part of your prosperity book. Okay, you need to find prospects. So where am I going to find people that want to hear what I have to say? Okay, so it's very simple. You got to find prospects somewhere. So we have something very cool. It's very easy to follow, which is text messages. And I love the text messaging aspect because nowadays, whether people are quarantined or not everyone is back to normal, or, you know, the previous reality where everybody's out and about. Now people, you know, have to wear masks everywhere they go. All of these type of things is going to make our communication skills different. Okay, so by sending a text message to your warm list, to that amount of people that you wrote in the first list, you know, hi Jack, what's your schedule like next week? Let's catch up for coffee. Are you open for a Zoom call? Do you want to do FaceTime? I'm calling you on WhatsApp, you know, whatever it is, your method of connecting with people so that you can have those appointment scripts. You have to have someone to say something, okay? And this is where I am going to become very creative at generating text messages that I can share with people so that I can show them my business, okay? If you still want to book the one-on-ones, and in your country, the one-on-ones are becoming, you know, often or continue to be often, then you can say, hey, I'm coming to your area next week. Are you around? Let's catch up for coffee. This is a text that removes that fear aspect of what are they going to say to me, because you have to build the like and trust first. Okay? It's fast, it's casual. All you're doing is generating the activity of actually calling the people. A lot of people say, oh, how do you do this in this business? And they're like, okay, I didn't call enough people, but like, I gotta call. I gotta find someone to call someone. Okay, and a lot of people procrastinate on doing the call. Then you're gonna book the appointment. So that's the next step. You have to book the appointment. So if I'm gonna come on Wednesday to your area, when is best for you? 10 a.m. or 12 p.m.? Morning or evening? Evening, is it 5 or 6? Like, you have to give options to the customer or the prospect so that you can meet. The problem is because we have it in our headspace, like what you are already at the expectation of an answer. Okay? So you don't have to say too much. A lot of people want to recruit that person on the phone, and it's the biggest mistake, because what happens is after that person doesn't feel like meeting you because all he thinks is that you're going to talk about business. That's it. So don't be afraid to call the person. Sometimes people just have, you know, this feeling or this thought that you do something in particular. And if you contact 10 people a day, over the next days, you have contacted 100 people. Okay? One of the things that we always talk about is that it's a numbers game. Okay, so the more people you talk, the more people you will have either say yes or no. And that goes to the homework I left you last week. Okay, your homework was to get 100 no's, and you can have as much as, I would say 4 or 5 no's per person. So my goal is not to see how many bookings did you got, is to see how many no's did you receive. The bookings are great. We know the bookings are going to happen, but your focus is on the people saying no. So I feel nowadays we are more used to the no because people are busy. People are doing so many different things. Some people are approachable, some people are not, and you don't have to worry about it. Okay? You can actually use the tools of the social media that we have today. So if you're meeting people on social media and you are connecting with others on social media, you can send them to your testimonial pages and connect through the social media. Like monkey see, monkey do again. So I like what I see testimonials, I want to try the product, I become a VIP customer. Once I have a phenomenal testimonial or something that made a click in my headspace, whether it is I can do this business or I love to sell this product or I have a lot of people that would love this, then I can become a prospect and potential partner of the company. Okay? And then we are just telling our story over and over and over again. Okay, we are highly paid storytellers. All we are saying is a story. All we are doing is sharing testimonials. All we are doing is telling people that I bought this product that helped me. Now I'm in love with it and I want to be a part of this. I am making profits on it. So when we are sharing our story, which is something that it's part of the exercise we do on this session, is making sure that I know what I'm saying based on the person that I'm talking to in front of me. So I have to learn and I have to know what's your personality. So when I'm telling you my story, there is something in my story that will intrigue you. That will you be like, I want to speak to this person. Okay. So it takes us to the last step of the perfect launch, which is the art of telling your 2-minute story. Okay. So your 2-minute story really, it's condensing all the facts that speak to the 4 different personality people and targeting those things that are important and keen to those people, that when you are telling your story, things that you say might intrigue different types of people. Okay. And it's very simple. It's 5 steps. You don't have to go through it like this. Once you know what you are supposed to say, you will make it part of your day-to-day story. So when you are talking to people and you're saying like, hey, like, what are you up to? That's when you have 2 minutes to tell your story. Okay, because this is not like a business story. This is your story. You're sharing from your heart, and all you're doing is telling people the components that will make something to click in their headspace to whatever it is that they're facing right now, or no. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that, whoever you talk to, you're going to recruit or you're going to, get them to join the business, but you're going to say things that are going to resonate to them. Okay. Is there any questions so far, Rhoda? I just see the chat.
No, there are nothing. Everybody, I think, understands.
Perfect. So it's 5 steps, okay, for the 2-minute story. And I am going to be sharing when I joined the business, why I joined the business, who shared the business opportunity with me, maybe my product testimonial, and then my business testimonial, because it doesn't have to be even in that order. Sometimes we're very structured when we talk and the things that we say or the things that we do. And it does not necessarily mean that it has to be in this order to be successful. You see, like I look at this as if I am talking to Rhoda, and last week when we were training on like and trust, and I'm telling her my story, you see, like the first time I started this, I was just going through a very, very hard time in my life, and I was invited to an event where I can have cake and coffee. And I was so excited because, you know, I wanted it to have a time, like a timeout for me. And then I went to that event and I met this beautiful lady that all she was doing was, you know, showing skincare to other women. And I was like, when I grow up, I want to be like her. So I decided that I wanted to start a business like that, you know, to have and bring some extra income, maybe to distract myself from what I was going through in my life. But the person who invited me actually was, you know, the mother of one of my gymnasts in the gymnastics teams. I was part of the national team in gymnastics. And when she introduced me to this, I was like, okay. The moment I went into my house, I was like, what did I just do? So I called her back and said, you know what? I just made the biggest mistake. I think I just want to quit. Like, just please cancel what I just ordered. But I really love the products, you know. Then I'm just sharing you my story. I'm just including in my story the things that would resonate with you. So I was going through a hard time in my life, and, you know, I was battling maybe with my family. So if you're a whale and you're oriented to your family, having time with your family will resonate with you. And when I met this business person that was making, I don't know, I don't even remember how much, many thousands of dollars, you know, that is talking to the sharks. And I felt that, you know, by joining an opportunity like this, I was going to be able to meet other women, you know, who were inspired, and we were having fun, and it was happy people. And, you know, now I'm talking to the dolphins, and I'm just sharing my story with my emotion, with what made an impact in me. So based on the conversation I'm having with you, I can share with you the art of telling my 2-minute story. You know, and this could be when it comes to product testimonial, when you started using the product. It doesn't, I'm not telling you my story so that you buy my product. I'm telling you my story because when I hear, and I don't know if we have one of our partners here, actually, she called me yesterday and she was so excited. She was sharing a story with me. And when she tells me, you know, I just launched a lifestyle advisor because this lady was about, you know, to lose her toes and they were going to be amputated. Like she's shared it with so much passion, and she's not trying to recruit me. She's just sharing with passion a product testimonial. So if I am someone that I'm just listening this for the first time, I'm not in the business, I don't know anything, like, I'm like, I want to know about this product. What is this? And maybe I know a doctor, and maybe I know someone with diabetes, and maybe I know, you know, already I'm thinking in the back of my head of people that I could share this business opportunity with or this product with, without me thinking that I can sell it. Because maybe she's just calling me to tell me this amazing story. Maybe I have some people that I would like to refer her to. And if I just want to buy the product, maybe I can have my product for free. What intrigues you? Okay. And then I share my business testimonial. Obviously, if I'm in a business event and I'm talking to people that I want to recruit, or now I'm having a meeting with people that came to see my business opportunity, I am sharing my business testimonial. And then I can say, you see, in my first taste and test event, I actually sold over $1,000. So in my first night, my first event, 2 hours, I was able to make $300 cash. So I became excited about that because when I came into this country, I was making $5 an hour. So in 2 hours, I can make the entire income of a week. So I only wanted it to make sure that I can do one of these events every week so that I can replace my income. Within my first 3 months in the company, I earned my first car. And it was very funny because I didn't have a driver's license in the country. I'm telling you from my heart, this is my story. So I wasn't even, when they called me to say, Daniela, are you ready to choose your car? I didn't have a driver's license, so I could not have a car. So I chose the cash compensation option that the company had, and it was, you know, more shopping credit. So I was able to stock on more product that I wanted to have to service my customers. So it's all about you sharing with your heart and connecting with the emotions so that someone that's out there listening to my story feel like, oh my God, I can do this too. I want to have a car, or I would love to have more product to service my customers and it's given to me for free. Okay. I remember last week, I think it was one of our partners in Ottawa, Stephanie, why she shared, I bought some pearl earrings to stock them to have as giveaways because I want to make my customers feel important. For me, I want them to feel special because if it wasn't for my customers, my partners, my team, where would I be? Agreed? So this is the time that I want, this is just an example that we have. So when people are sharing, how is it that they are sharing and specific for the Opulence Global Business? What I just share with you is a little bit of, my own personal story. And when I shared it, how I target the 4 personalities. If I don't know the person that I'm speaking with, or if I'm speaking in an open forum, I have to tap into the 4 personalities, because I don't know who I'm speaking with. And that's why you want to make sure you're bringing your prospects to group meetings, right? It could be Zoom, it could be somewhere where they're going to hear people from other personalities, from other countries, from different testimonials. And that's why the tours have become richer and richer and richer. Because people want to hear stories, agree? People want to hear other people. So when I'm sharing my business story, I want to let you know that I just started my part-time business, a couple of months ago. I felt that I really wanted it. I needed it to do something other than my job, to save money to bring my children to medical school. I received a call one day from John and told me about this high performance antioxidant. And he started to tell me about this product Fountain of Life. So he sent me a link with a documentary. I watched the documentary. I was like so intrigued. I wanted it to know more. So he added me to a Facebook testimonial group that they have. And I started seeing testimonials and results from people all around the world. So I'm like, okay, let's give it a try. I wanted to try it. And then, within 2 days, my pains and aches were gone. My intestines were like, I felt that I can, go to the bathroom perfectly fine. And then you share whatever happened with you and the product. You don't have to say 10 testimonials, like you are sharing how you felt with the product. So I decided like, you know what? I want to start my own part-time business just to offer the products to friends and family. Because I thought everybody needs to protect and preserve their health. But my business started to grow almost immediately because I started having customers, with this drop shipping aspect that anybody I was sharing the product with in different countries, and they can just order the product directly through my website. So I started thinking, well, I know a lot of people that can use extra income. And I started telling people about my experience with these incredible products. And, some people got as excited as I was, and they also launched their online shop. Now, you don't have to be a millionaire to share your business testimonials, because you can say over the last year, my shop has sold over $10,000 in retail sales. Can you believe that? My target is really that within 1 year, I can double my job income and quit my job. Or, like I just shared with you, in my first show, I went home with $300 cash. And I did $300 in a couple of hours. That means I made $150 an hour. And in my job, I was making $5 an hour. So let's connect one day next week and have a conversation about this business. It's not about you comparing yourself with others. It's about giving what it matters to yourself. Okay? So let's have a conversation about this. So I want you to start writing your 2-minute story. Raise your hand in the panel, Rhoda, if you would like to share your 2-minute story. I want people to share, because the more you share, then you listen to it more. Say it 100 times. And if you don't like how it sounds, just change the words, so that you can talk to different people, to different personalities, people who are intrigued about the business, people who are intrigued about their families, people who are intrigued about meeting people, and people who are intrigued about the data, so that you can inspire people with any personality. Okay. Do we have anybody that would like to share? Yes.
Someone raised their hand, Pete, I think.
Uh-huh.
If you would like to share your story, I can unmute you.
Yeah, if you would like to share your story, definitely.
Yeah, I unmuted. Use. Okay.
Would you like to share your 2-minute story?
Ronan also raised his hand, so I can unmute Ronan too, but I think.
Yeah. If Ronan is ready, Ronan, can we hear your 2-minute story?
I am always ready. our corporate trainer, Daniela. How are you?
Awesome.
As usual, I'm having a lot of fun learning, always remembering more and more my 2 minute story. I have, wow, I have joined 6.5 years ago, and I really was not prepared to the amount of growth and learning that I've had with this company. Though it's true, I went through some serious challenges, built organization, it went down, did not give up, built it again, and then the most amazing things has happened. I've actually found the proof that out of everything that I've done in my life, actually the most secure and the one that saved me is the home-based business industry, the multi-level market, and specifically, and actually the only one, which is Opulence Global. I found myself stranded for the last 8 months on, though, a beautiful tropical island, but with no chance of working, no chance of maintaining any other regular business, no ability to get out. And literally, most people in this type of environment would just be distorted. I mean, they'll probably be on the street begging for money, literally, because what are you going to do? A foreign country, I don't even speak the language. So thinking of the last 6.5 years, I truly always knew it's a remarkable company and a remarkable industry, but to literally realize that today, not only I'm surviving, but actually, you know, making earnings of up to $5,000 a week. This is truly the, when I speak today to people, I just tell them, you cannot find any better platform that is secure, flexible, and simple enough that everyone can literally do. So my 2 minute story is really all about not being rich, but about freedom. And I believe that when you get to a point that you are free, you're no longer looking at what you have and what you don't have, but you are motivated daily because you are dealing with so many other people that are going the same road as you. That is the most impactful thing that I would recommend to anyone that is ever considering or already a part of this remarkable industry of ours. We are in the best place in the world, and my 2 minute story ends in freedom to all. Back to you.
Amazing. I love that last part, in freedom to all. You see, so if you are looking for freedom and flexibility, boom, you caught me there. You get it? That's why even every word is important. Thank you so much, Ronnie, for sharing. We have Christine Michael. Hello.
Hi, Danny. Can you hear me? Hi.
Yes. Tell me your story.
Hey, hi, hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Okay. I'm putting myself out there. I'm gonna do my 2 minute story. So, I started my part-time business from home with a company out of Toronto, Canada, about 5 years ago. I was burned out from my job working 60 hours a week, and I felt that I really needed to do something so that I'm able to replace my job and at least enjoy my life with more freedom. A friend of mine called me one day and told me about this business opportunity that she really wanted to share with me. She was really excited, and she really believed that this is something that that can help me with my current situation. And after I saw the opportunity and saw the amazing products, I decided to launch my business on the spot. As I was learning more about the business, I fell more and more in love with the products. Just the fountain of life made a huge impact to our family, protecting and preserving our health day after day. Especially when I was pregnant with my child, I had a pregnancy complication called preeclampsia, and my high blood was so high that the doctors are all they don't know what to do about it. So we were trying and finding different solutions. Fountain of Life helped me that in checking my blood pressure in check, keeping it in check. And thanks to that, I truly believe that it helped a lot so that my baby can still stay in my stomach for a few weeks more so that he can develop his body, his organs and all. So I truly believe that Fountain of Life is a must-have in every household. So you need to experience it for yourself, right? So when I started my business, it started growing almost immediately. I started making retail sales. Well, when the people I share the products with decided to go to my online shop and buy the products. Some even started their own business part-time, just like I did. So it was so cool. So I am having a blast in building this business right now as my new revenue stream. And I plan to remain a stay-at-home mom while bringing in a full-time income into our household. So my target is to earn $25,000 in a month in 2 years time doing this business part-time serious with 30 hours a week. So I don't know.
Wow. Did you finish? I think she muted.
Yes, I finished. Oh, that was my 2-minute story. Back to you, Daniela.
Wow, I love it. Did you feel the energy? Like I saw Rhoda went from this to like, yeah, like I want this. You see, people are looking for this. She's sharing from her heart. You know, whether she had it practice or not, the more she say it, the more it's gonna come out naturally. So I love it, Christine. Thank you so much for sharing. I can't wait to come in person, meet you, share, and listen, 25,000 in 2 years. Well, we already have someone going beyond that in the same amount of time. So it's possible. It is what you set your mindset to do. It is possible, and Opulence is here to do it. I love it. Do we have anybody else raising her hand? Thank you so much, Christine, for sharing.
We have Nancy Nicole, so I'll unmute Nancy.
I know Nancy has a very exciting story.
Hi, Daniela, and hi, Rhoda, and hi, everybody. I know you know my story, but I want to tell it again, okay?
Absolutely.
So my story started I joined the Opulence Global. That was the middle of April. And prior to that, I was really in a dark side of life because I lost my husband, and living in a country like this, this cold and without your husband and without your family around is really, really depressing. So I was into depression. I went to, I've never thought of myself to be depressed, but, I handled it silently, and that's the worst thing. So I had flare-ups with psoriasis, even though I find time to do some paintings, which I haven't done before. I did acrylic paintings. I painted the internal of the house and everything else just to keep me busy, but it did not help me in any way. So because of my psoriasis has flared up, and I don't want to go back to the doctors anymore because I've been given so much of the steroids to my skin and I find it damaged already. So I started to look for something. And because of my background that I am an alternative medicine advocate, I really wanted to find something really strong. So I Googled super potent antioxidant, and then it came out. It's Fountain of Life. And this is the thing. When I started reading it, I found lignans, and that's very new to me. So I said, where could I find this? So I decided to look for it. And I remember there's a Facebook market. So I typed the Fountain of Life, and this thing happened. I saw somebody on the page of our Facebook, the official page, and I saw a face which I acknowledged. I knew who was she. And so I sent her a message and I said, how do I join? I did not actually say, how will I buy? So I said, I want to join. How do I join? And that it all started with that. So I tried. I registered, but I started to do the business on the first week of May, and it just goes boom, boom, boom. It's just get pop, pop, pop. And I was like, I never realized, because I thought I would only be, to my mind, you know, that was really, to me, when I look at the situation, my thinking that time, I was belittling myself because I was only asking for like 200 pounds additional income. Staying at home because I never, and you know, the good thing about this pandemic, it's the way we look at things. You know, some people find it difficult, but we find it on a different way. So I started my business in the midst, you know, during the lockdown, and it's just like very fulfilling because it was also the time where I was sharing a lot of bottles to our partners in London and in Norwich, England, and that's where I realized that this is really a powerful stuff. So my story started with that, you know, it from the dark side to this brightest side of my life now. I mean, I'm looking forward to more, you know, more people to serve, to help. And of course, I'm looking forward to more dollars coming in. Of course, it comes with that. But the thing about this, I find myself more alert and alive and more inspired. And when I look back 4 months ago, where I was, it's just so amazing because I prayed for one thing. I asked the Lord to let me bounce back, and that this is where I am now. Thank you.
I
And
love it. Bounce back ability. You see, there's some words that trigger bounce back ability. How was able to bounce back? Because, you know, Nancy, Nicole, like your story is very, very, very similar to mine. And it's like, how do I bounce back from this? When you feel like, okay, it's everything done. Is this like the end? You know, when you feel like everything is done, all of a sudden, bounce back ability. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much, Nancy, for sharing
welcome.
your
Thank
story.
you.
And I can't wait because I was in London just last year, and I know you just started your business this year, so I can't wait to come back. But you know, the team in London and UK, it's phenomenal. You have amazing leaders there. You have Mohammed Jama there. You have Estella Bassi there. Powerful women. Like, I just love it. A lot of people in the United Kingdom doing amazing. And of course, the good thing I was thinking as you were telling your story, you're in UK, is like in the middle. You have a corporate Canada on this side, and you have Philippines corporate. I know
Yeah.
Maria and Rico have been instrumental in your growth, and I'm really, really excited. And of course, thankful with the Opulence corporate team in the Philippines as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Yes,
For
and one last thing, it does not scare me off that I'm working alone here because I knew I have people around the world, you know. That's the best thing about our company.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Nancy. And let's go to the next part of our training of today. I'm gonna stop sharing here. I thank every single one of you for, you know, wanting to share, and let's prepare. Let's get ready our 2-minute story for you know, next month. And welcome, I see a new face here, smiling and ready for us. We have our IT officer in the house, Cesar Sarmiento, excited this morning to be sharing with us the new mobile app updates, and we have lots of surprises for you. Welcome, Cesar. I think he's there, but he's still muted. So is there any more questions before we wrap up the training for the first 30 days business planning session, Rhoda?
I don't see anything in the Q&A, and same as the chat. So yeah, you guys go ahead and give us the rest of the training.
Awesome, awesome. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna just turn things here. I'm gonna show you something before we get into the actual app training. So just give me 1 second. Perfect. So I'm just going to share with you very quickly. You probably already saw this news. It's a reminder for the restricted countries that we have for shipping. So I want to make sure we go and reiterate about this. Okay, so you probably will receive this also in your emails, and it's also in our Opulence Global page. We are reminding you that Opulence Global cannot ship to the following countries due to various policies and sanctions imposed by governments: Bahamas, Bulgaria, Burma, Burundi, Canary Islands, Central Africa and Central African Republic, Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo and Republic of Congo, Cuba, Grand Bahamas, Iran, Iraq, Kazakhstan, Lebanon, Libya, Mali, Moldova, Nicaragua, North Korea, Oman, Russia, Spain, Somalia, South Sudan, Sudan, Syria, Tunisia, Ukraine, Uzbekistan, Venezuela, Yemen, and Zimbabwe are countries that have sanctions, okay, with these are government regulations. So we want to make sure that you are reminded that we do not do business over there. Therefore, your website will not be able to allow you to sign up or make purchases to those countries because we cannot ship to those countries. Okay, so I want to make sure that everybody is reminded on these countries. You can also have access to this list directly on their policies and procedures, under shipping in our website. And so that you know, if you have a partner or someone that would like to do business in these countries, they can continue to do their business if they add a different country or a different address. Okay, if they can, maybe they have, like I know Nancy, for example, she's from Philippines, but she lives in London. So her business is in London and she knows people in Philippines. So she can ship to other countries and get herself the product in a different way. That's absolutely possible. I know for some partners that we have even here that are building their business, let's say in Somalia, they cannot launch people with that country. They cannot ship to that country, but they can find different ways to ship the product to those countries that is not related to Opulence Global. You are welcome to do so. So I just wanted to bring that up before we start and introduce you to our IT officer. Many of you got to know Cesar in our previous conferences we have had with Opulence Global. Today we are doing everything online. So for those of you, Cesar, we have over 120 partners this morning that probably are new in the company. They have not had the pleasure to meet you, to feel your energy, to know how amazing you are and all the ideas you're bringing to the plate, the value you're bringing to Opulence Global. And of course, to the mobile app. I was sharing with the team earlier that I know the app is going to be the new way to do business because people are, you know, they could be at their house, they could be in quarantine, they are doing business through Zoom. So having a mobile app, you know, how would you like to make money from your phone, Cesar? How would you like to, you know, if I was to teach you and show you an app, would you be interested to take a look at it? Would you like to be interested to know how you can make money through your phone? And I think people now are very open to that. So welcome to our Saturday training and show us what you got.
Thank you, Danny. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. First of all, I'm totally grateful of everything that you have said so far. And I'm totally glad to be in this third part of this amazing project. For those who are new in the company, we built the application in 3 main steps. The first one was just able to launch members, VIPs and members. The second one was release more features about the back office. And the third one, which is already complete, we are in testing mode, and it's going to be ready very, very soon. We would like to share with you all of the features that we're going to include about the shopping cart. So people finally are going to be able to buy products in our app. And like you said, they are going to have the opportunity to make the business in the cell phone, right?
Did
So
I
first of
hear
all,
right, Cesar? You said shopping?
I say shopping cart. Yes, it's ready, finally ready. I would like to say thank you to our IT staff, our Shajid Khan, which is our software developer lead, Adit and Balwinder, which are the guys who are behind of this amazing building of the app. And I'm so glad to lead this project because I have learned a lot during this process. First of all, like I said, for our business, to all the components that make our business, it's not easy to make the shopping cart. That's why the difficult part. So therefore, in order to make a purchase, the system has to calculate all the components, PV, volumes, wholesale profit, everything behind the scenes is calculated. That's why it was a challenge to build the shopping cart on the top of our business. But finally it's ready. We were able to do it. First, we are gonna present a video with all the features that are included. And then step by step, I'm gonna explain all of them. So would you like to play the video, please?
Yes, Cesar, I just want to reiterate something that I think it's very, very important and keen for people. is,
Okay.
you know, sometimes people do demands, right? They call us, they send us message, I want this, I want that. And I love when we have our meetings because we're like, okay, people want this, people want that. And sometimes it's very hard because they don't understand what happens in the back end. So this is the time that I want to acknowledge you, your team, what everybody's doing behind the scenes, because we are not just another shopping cart. Opulence Global have a very special shopping cart, and you're gonna see it in the video that you guys prepared. I loved it. I watched it like I don't know how many times already, because I wanted it to make sure people understand everything that's behind the scenes, your e-wallet, your Opulence currency, your shopping credit, your fashion shopping credits. It's just so much that, you know, it needed to take the time, and it's finally going to be here. People are already, you know, blasting on the chat how excited they are to see that. So we're going to watch the video first, and then you're going to take us through the different screens. Okay?
Yeah.
Are you
Enjoy
ready,
the
team?
trip.
Yeah.
How cool was that, huh? When I see the video,
I
I'm
know.
so feel excited about it because there are a lot of components involved there. The guys made a lot of work here, and the ideas are so important. I'm going to share now the presentation to explain you step by step what we did, and you're going to be more comfortable with the changes. So can you go back to the presentation again? So first of all, we changed a little bit the design. We changed to the new tendency, which is the dark mode. This dark mode helps to your device to save battery, and it helps to your eyes, and you can not feel like tired when you are too much time on the phone. So as you can see, the previous drop-down menu, the countries are white and a little bit plain, and now it's dark. When you are going around the countries, the name is in yellow and everything, it's like remarked, right? So can we go to the next? So another change, it was the left side panel, which it was right panel, now it's left side panel. And the colors are present, all the back theme is there. So you can recognize right away when you are on the back office or on the profile menus, because it's in this dark, nice mode. Next, please. In the dashboard, the look and feel is also different. It's a little bit cleaner. The fields are more, let's say, new and fresh. The buttons are smaller and more aligned themselves. So next, please. And finally, the weighted section, which is the shopping cart. Now the menu is complete. And you can browse any category that we have on the website. You can get fashion items, beauty, health, market sale, Opulence currency, redeem your Opulence points, shopping credits, Opulence promo, and renewal when you qualify for that. So as you can see, the menu is so cool, it's fresh, so it invites you to continue shopping. So can you click next? And then once you are browsing the product, in the first, let's say on the top of the screen, you're gonna have the magnifier glass where you're gonna be able to search the product that you are wanted for. And then in the very right part is the shopping cart bag. So as soon as you put items there, it's gonna start increasing in 1, 2, or 3, as many items you want to. When you are browsing, you can have the count of the product that you have already in this screen, and also the filters. Next, please. And this section is very, very cool. Why? Because probably you are not gonna feel it, but for IT perspective, this was a challenge. Why? Because as soon as you are changing the filters on the screen, the products are being pulled down from the server with all of the calculations, all of the business components are bringing here. And therefore, as soon as you press add to the cart, everything is already calculated. So you can change the filters, and on the flight, all the products are gonna change. I think that you saw it in the video, and I consider that it was amazing. Next. So this is what we call display item screen. In this display item screen, you can see all the pictures related with this item. If we have more pictures, we can incorporate it here. All the specifications are there. As soon as you swipe down, all the product information is going to show up. And a very nice and cool feature is in the bottom part, we have a minus and plus buttons, and you can increase or decrease the amount of quantity of products you want to. And then you can click in add to the cart, and a very nice animation from the picture of the watch is gonna fly to the shopping bag, and it's gonna be deposited. So I consider it was very nice. The idea, I like it. And therefore, if you want to come back to the previous product that you were looking for, they are not gonna delay. everything is already there, so you can browse it, and the application is not gonna load and load and load products like it used to be. So click next. Also, we have incorporated the related items when we have. So these items are proposed by the clients in the sense of whatever they are buying with this product, it's automatically added. But also the most rated products. What I wanted to say is, if somebody bought a watch, usually people select push buy necklace, and then that necklace is going to be here. Or our staff can select it and put it there as a part of the complete gamma of those products. So we consider that they match with that item. All the description is here. If you have any you can rate our product, as you can see in the yellow stars at the top. If you have comments, you can put it there. You can rate us. You can rate the item, and it's going to be released at the moment. Next.
So let me add there, Cesar, this is very, very important. We actually added in one of our first sessions when we were releasing IT shopping cart features that we had is there rate the items. And this is where when it comes to the sales aspect and the marketing aspect of your business, you want to make sure nowadays people are making decisions based on somebody else's rating. And that's why I love that you said related items are based on the star rating as well. Because if I love this necklace, or for example, people ask me, Daniela, I love your ring. Oh, and it has the matching earrings. So I want to make sure that if I bought this item, I am rating the item. So this is where I want to ask every single one of you to go and rate your items. Give your feedback about the product you receive. You know, the class, the quality, the color. You see, sometimes pictures don't make justice of the beautifulness of our products. And once you see it and you receive it, that's what I say is like advanced Christmas every time you open a box. So go rate your items, because people and your customers and your VIP shoppers and people who are randomly shopping online will be tempted to order more and buy other products based on the experience of other customers. So like Nancy Nicole was sharing her story, she just went online and find, you know, the most powerful antioxidant. If it wasn't because of ratings and other people commenting about Fountain of Life, people would not know, you know, what would be the benefit of adding this necklace or this ring or this to that. So I love that you incorporated this into the shopping cart, Cesar, because I feel people now are buying based on somebody else's recommendation.
Yes, absolutely. It's totally right. Click next, please. And finally, shopping cart is here. Everybody was waiting for, even myself. I'm so excited to announce this part. The shopping cart, you are going to have everything that we have in the website in different layout. It was a challenge to put all the space that we have for the browser to put it in the app. It was difficult, but finally it's here. This is a very nice team work about all of the office. We're deciding where to put what thing, not because of this, just because of that. And then you're going to be able to change, as you do in the website, your shipping address in a very nice way, like you saw in the video. As soon as you click in shipping address, you're going to prompt it to the screen of countries, or no, of the where you have your addresses, and then you can select another one. Something important is our business is based on countries. Therefore, every country has different some prices, and then if you change your country and that price is not compatible with the actual some price, the shopping cart is going to tell you you have two options, either deleting the cart or change back your country. And that's a nice feature because people doesn't know when they build their business in different countries, they know, and sometimes they made a mistake to put one country in another. So the shopping cart, it's very fast in this way in the app. So you can change right away without changing up screens. It's right away, you can change it your country. And the same is going to happen with the billing information. You can add your credit card right away in the app. You don't need to go to the website. And if you have many credit cards, you can change your credit card just with your finger. So this is a very nice feature. Therefore, Shopping credits, if you have shopping credit, you can select them. You can decide to use them or not, depending on your situation. Also, if you have enough e-wallet balance that covers your whole order, you can use them. In the same way, if you have Opulence currency balance and it covers the 100% of your order, you can also select them. You cannot select both yet, but if your order is covered totally for any of those balances, you're going to be able to use them. And then we have our section of review order in the second screen at the right, at the bottom. You can see the item with a nice description and clean description. How much is the price of this in shopping credits? For example, this ring, you can buy it with shopping credits with amazing 12, 15 cents. And then you can edit it if you want to in the small pencil there. You can edit it. You can change the size. You can change the quantity. And then you can eliminate it if you want to. And I think that is the last screen, right, Dani?
I want to add here, Cesar, that something very important that we reiterate to people when it comes to the operation side of the business, it's hard to like stop everything because we're going to create a new shopping cart. And I know from the day one that you started, you had all these ideas when it came to the shopping cart and how hard it became to, you know, do all these calculations in the back end. But continue to be, and I want to reiterate what you said, is our business is based on countries. Always make sure you select your shipping country before adding items to your shopping cart. This happens in your website, and like you said before, you know, the mobile app is not going to give you all the capabilities that the website gives you, but many of those capabilities. So don't expect it to be a copy or a photocopy of your website. You will still remain to do most of the features on your regular website, on your dashboard, but now you can use this as a selling tool for customers, you know, even if you're not sitting in front of them. But always reiterate, add your shipping address before adding items to your shopping cart, so you don't have to be back and forth, removing items from the cart, doing the order again, and, you know, like getting into this, because we're not a random shopping cart. So I just want to reiterate this for the team, because it continues to happen on a daily basis. Even people not shopping on the mobile app, people are shopping through the website, and still is like, oh, I forgot to change the country. Oh, I forgot to add this. You see, these are the type of things that become a hassle for customers who are not, you know, used to the shopping cart. So always add that as part of your, you know, service to your partners and your VIP shoppers who don't know that they have to select that in the first place.
Yeah, that's very important to say, that we thought in that kind of scenarios, and we try to incorporate all of these stuffs in this main screen. Therefore, adding, deleting, editing the shipping address, it is easier now in the mobile app. Step by step, we're gonna try to do the same with the website. But that is another big challenge that our CEO and VIP and all of the management staff has relating to us, that we need to change and get it better, all of that part. But we started with the app, which it was, the sense of urgency was bigger, because more and more people are on the mobile devices and then can build the business wherever they are without a computer. So yes, Dani, all of these features are in the shopping cart. We are in the testing mode. We want to deliver a product as soon as possible. So I think it's gonna be ready at the end of September. 1st of October is gonna be the date. So get excited, be prepared, share with your partners that the application is not in the Play Store or Apple Store yet. It's gonna happen in October, but we wanted to share with you in advance, because for you it's very important to start spreading the big news around the downlines or your uplines, in case they are not watching this amazing Saturday training. So I'm so happy, Dani. And also, I want to reiterate that this work, it happens thinking in all of you, and is a result in all of the partners, because they are our kind of family. Why? Because every single comment or advice, we try to do something better thanks to them. I have a nice story if you want to hear it. I just read it on LinkedIn and I like it. So there was a boss in the office, and he put an office full of balloons, and each balloon has a name written in the balloon. So he assigned to all the employees the task of finding the name on the balloon and bring it to me. Perfect. So they delayed more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and they couldn't even finish. So he put back the balloons in the office, and he say, now the task is gonna be find, it doesn't matter the name on the balloon, and give the balloon to the person who belongs to. And they finish in 2 minutes. So that is a teamwork. This is what we did. So it doesn't matter where it's come from, the idea. It doesn't matter who say that. Everything is very important to us. And then we try to put everything here. Sometimes it's not possible, but as you can see, all of the features that clients are searching for, we have it in the new mobile app. So be ready. October 1st is going to be the launch on the Apple Store and Play Store.
Awesome. I love the aspect of team working, Cesar, because we're always saying, we're always listening. No partner is left behind. When you send us your feedback, you send us a support ticket, you know, we're always listening and looking at different perspectives. We also know that we all come from different backgrounds of life, different countries, different lifestyles, and we cannot make everybody happy as well. So we know that, but it goes in phases. You know, you've been with the company now, it's almost going to be, you know, a couple of years, 3 years, very soon. And it's hard to sometimes see like, you know, I have accomplished everything that I wanted it, but you know, we can do a little bit every day, you know, one piece at a time, one bite at a time. And at some point we will finish eating the elephant. And yes, we are excited. We really wanted it to this to happen. Like you said, this was the priority, and the team has done, you know, way more than that. Our IT team continued to grow. We call it the growing pains. We were joking about that in the office this week. These are the growing pains, and we were all in pain. And then we were like, boss, how do we get rid of this pain? It's like, we can't get rid of this pain because it's part of the growing pain. And we are going through that. We're facing that. The team is growing in every single department. And Cesar, what you have accomplished with the entire team, of course, not only from the programming, the graphics, the design aspect, you know, all the brainstorm saying, you know, I want this, I want that. It's phenomenal. And of course, the team of leaders who are behind the scenes also helping and saying, you know, this is not working, this button, this other one. And from there, we were able to build the infrastructure for an amazing mobile app. So your new script is going to be, if I can show you a way, Rhoda, that you can make money from your phone, would you like to see it?
Of course.
Awesome. Download the app. So go ahead. We want to see this peak. Also, we've been monitoring Cesar. You guys shared with us in the presentation. You were showing, you know, the peaks and the valleys when it comes to downloading the app. We were #1 in Google Store, and it was just amazing because a lot of thousands of people are downloading our app.
And also in Apple Canada. Also in Apple Canada, we were the most downloaded app in that Saturday when we launched it. So I'm so happy about it.
We'll see Monday. We will check, see how many people are you calling this weekend to say, oh my God, if I can show you a way that you can make money from your phone, will you be excited? Download the app and, you know, just share it, even though the shopping cart and the final release is going to be for the beginning of October, end of September. Be excited. You will see popping up in your phone. There is some new updates in your app, and you can just click on it, do the update, or sometimes phones just do the update during nighttime. So I'm really excited. What do you think, Rhoda?
I am so excited. Oh my God, I can't wait. This is amazing because everybody has a smartphone. Everybody. So when you go out, you don't have to carry your laptop with you. So this is more convenient. So thank you so much, Cesar. Thank you so much for the IT team and anybody who is behind this. It's going to make our life so much easier. So thank you. I'm so excited and can't wait to use it. Before we close, there are a few questions, I think, for Cesar from our perspective. So while you're here with us, I would like to read this for you. It's about the app and the links. So the first question says, do we send out a link to our clients to access the app?
So remember in the back office, Cesar, on the dashboard, we added 2 ways that people can share their links, whether it was by email or by phone. Maybe it's something, a very cool feedback to add, that once you are logging, there could be a button that you can share or send a link to other customers through their phones or text messaging. The same feature we have on the website to implement it in the app so people can go and download it as well.
Okay.
And also, I saw that you shared the link. Yeah, you shared the link, right, Annie, to the video?
Yeah, the video. So you can have it.
Right away.
It's in the Opulence Global channel as well, but I just shared it there.
Yeah, another question from Efra says, can we rate previous items we purchased, or is it just for the new purchases?
Yeah.
No, you can do it as soon as you are in the product, in the display item, what we called. You can do it there, but you need to sign it up.
You have to be signed in.
Yeah, sign in.
Okay.
If you have any questions, don't be shy. We are here. We have a couple of minutes to solve the questions.
Yeah, just the role that you were sharing about the questions that the team have, to add reminders. Cesar, this could be Nora's suggestion, could be a nice reminder, like select where are you shipping, like before you order, you know, welcome back to Opulence or whatever, like where are you be shipping, so that people know or be reminded before they go back, like where am I shipping today, you know, like the shipping address to be a reminder.
Like before of the purchase?
Yeah, before they start adding items to the cart, like a reminder, like, oh, we know, are you shipping to Canada?
Okay.
Great. Then it moves forward, you know?
But what about to put it in the display item? So before you press add to cart, we can put in a nice label there that you are shipping this product to Venezuela.
Whatever. No Venezuela, remember?
Oh, no Venezuela. Yes, it's in the section.
Next zone.
Yeah.
There's another question says, does it show who the sponsors are when they use the app? Will they be able to see the sponsors?
It is on the, no, in the dashboard, no, we don't have that feature. Do you want to see it?
The dashboard, I think it's for the VIPs. Remember, for the VIPs, in order to sign in, they have to put the sponsor name.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we can think about it, but yeah.
I think that's all the questions in the Q&A about the app. I don't know if there's anything in the chat. Do you sign up using? Yeah. I don't think there's more here. Everybody's just so excited.
If the shopping cart will be ready, does that mean that we can now see the balance of our e-wallet and Opulence currency as well?
Yeah. Actually, in the checkout page, first, when you are in the dashboard, we are not displaying the e-wallet now. When you are about to do the checkout page, in the part of the billing section, you are going to be able to see the balances, shopping credit account, e-wallet, Opulence currency, and all of that stuff.
Okay, this one says, does one sign in using upon sign-in details? Same details, basically. When they're signing in from website and then at the app, yeah, it should be the same, right? So they're asking if it's going to be.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
what they cannot do is be signed in at the same time in the browser and the app. Probably many of you have realized that if you are logged in the app and you try to get in the browser, mobile app is cancel the session. It's for security purpose.
Yeah, one kicks you out. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. No more Q&A. I'm checking the chat, but I don't see anything else. Okay, is it just me or can you all see the video?
Can we see the video? Yeah, so probably Ifra, I don't know if it's just hidden to public. I will check with our media department. It's probably just for internal purposes. But I'm sure it was public because I saw an email from graphics. Do you know if it's
probably?
I just
really click the dashboard if you want to. On Monday, we can put it in the, in the banner, in the carousel.
Or in your 90-day videos.
Or in night, yeah.
Because I was able to see it and I don't have any other credentials. Please do. Is it me or can you all see? So that means you cannot see it, Ifra? Can you please confirm? Because I am signing in a different...
Yeah, me too. Yesterday, I was signing up in my personal account and I was able to see it. So I don't know.
Let me open it in Chrome and see if I am getting the same.
I just clicked the link and it opened for me, so I don't know.
Open.
Yeah,
so then it's only
I can
you,
see.
Ifra.
I
Can't
see,
see.
yeah.
Did you just click it or copy paste it maybe? Because
I
yeah,
clicked the link. I didn't
it's
copy.
public. I see it here. It's public, so everybody
Yeah.
should be able to see it and watch it and enjoy it, because even the
Yeah.
music is like,
Yeah, it's so exciting.
where is the link? The link is right here. I'm gonna type it again for you. Awesome, awesome. So is there any more questions, Cesar? Thank you so much for amazing presentation. Thank you to the team. I wish they were all here, but it's Saturday morning and you know they're enjoying their weekend. So thank you for taking the time to be here with us as well.
Thank you, Danny.
Analyst.
Thank you, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. They are not here. I just wanted to say that all the time, but it's nice, right? Thank you to all of you guys.
Facebook.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Caesar. We appreciate this session. It's amazing.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Take care, team. Have an amazing week, and we'll see you on our product call Monday night, Tuesday forensic, and next Saturday we're gonna prepare something very cool. It's called Night of the Stars. Exciting week ahead. MGRS and car qualifiers. We keep on breaking records, Cesar. Isn't this awesome?
I am.
Yeah. Awesome.
Have an amazing
Okay.
weekend. Take
Thank
care.
you guys.
Thank you guys.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.